Welcome to Hollywood Latest Reports. The Christian world was left stunned after Debbie Swaggart's recent emotional confession, where she tearfully opened up about her relationship with her daughter, Jennifer Swaggart. For weeks, that heartfelt revelation dominated headlines, touching millions of hearts who sympathized with the Swaggart family's deeply personal story. But just when the dust began to settle, Jennifer Swaggart finally broke her silence, and her words have sent shockwaves across the community. Her calm yet firm statement revealed that the story everyone thought they knew was only half the truth. For the first time, Jennifer spoke about what she called the missing half of the confession, the part she says her mother chose not to tell, the confession that started it all. It began with Debbie Swaggart's emotional sit-down interview, where she expressed deep regret and sorrow over how her relationship with her daughter had fallen apart. Through tears, she admitted to making mistakes as a mother, saying that she wished she could turn back time and fix the wounds that grew between her and Jennifer. In that emotional confession, Debbie also talked about her struggles with family expectations, church pressures, and the burden of being a Swaggart, a family long associated with Christian television and ministry leadership. Her words struck a chord with millions of followers who praised her honesty and courage. However, what was seen as a moment of healing for Debbie felt like a reopening of old wounds for Jennifer Swaggart's silent pain. For years, Jennifer Swaggart stayed out of the public eye. Despite being part of one of America's most famous Christian families, she maintained a quiet, private life away from cameras and controversy. But after her mother's emotional confession went viral, Jennifer could no longer stay silent. In a heartfelt statement posted on her social media, and later confirmed through close family sources, Jennifer expressed both love and deep disappointment. "I wish I could say I was at peace hearing my mother's words," she began. But what she shared was only half of what truly happened. She spoke from pain, yes, but not from full truth. She went on to say that while she respected her mother's courage to speak, she could not allow the world to believe a story that portrayed her as a cold and distant daughter. "It wasn't me who walked away. I was pushed away." Jennifer's most striking revelation came when she said, "People think I walked away from my family, but the truth is, I was pushed away." According to her, years of emotional distance, misunderstandings, and unspoken conflicts built a wall between her and her mother that neither of them knew how to break down. Jennifer claimed that behind the loving image of their family on screen were years of silence, tears, and unaddressed pain. She described feeling unheard and misrepresented within her family circle, explaining that she often felt like her emotions were invalidated in favor of protecting the ministry's image. "I wasn't rebelling," she said softly. "I was crying for understanding, but instead of listening, I was labeled." That's the truth no one heard until now. Behind closed doors, the unseen struggles. Jennifer didn't aim to attack or disrespect her mother. In fact, her tone was remarkably compassionate, but she wanted to correct what she called a one-sided story. She revealed that many of the conflicts stemmed from years of spiritual and personal expectations. Being a Swaggart meant living under a microscope, where every decision was judged, not only by family, but by millions of believers around the world. "People saw us as perfect," she said, "but inside, we were breaking. My mother was hurting, I was hurting, and no one dared to talk about it because we thought pain was a sign of weakness. In ministry, you're not allowed to be broken." Those words resonated deeply with readers. For the first time, someone from the Swaggart family openly addressed the emotional cost of maintaining a public Christian image. "I still love my mother, but I can't let a lie stand." One of the most emotional parts of Jennifer's message was when she addressed her mother directly. "Mom, I love you. I always have. But love can't survive in silence. The story you told wasn't false, but it was incomplete. You shared your tears, but not mine. You spoke your pain, but not the pain you caused. I'm not angry. I'm just done being misunderstood." This public statement, though deeply emotional, carried no bitterness. Instead, it felt like an attempt at truth and closure. Many fans admired her maturity and courage, calling her words raw and real. Family reactions and ministry silence. As Jennifer's statement spread across social media, speculation about the Swaggart family's current dynamics grew rapidly. While Debbie Swaggart has not yet officially responded to her daughter's remarks, insiders close to the family suggest that she was heartbroken but not surprised. According to one close source, Debbie knew Jennifer might eventually respond, but she didn't expect it to come this soon. The family worship center, associated with the Swaggarts, has remained silent, refusing to issue any public comment on the matter. However, church members have been divided, some expressing compassion for Debbie's vulnerability, others saying Jennifer's words were necessary truth. Public reaction, divided but emotional. Fans across social media platforms reacted with mixed emotions. Many sympathized with Jennifer for finally speaking up, while others urged her to seek private reconciliation rather than public confrontation. One Twitter user wrote, "Jennifer's words broke me. So many daughters can relate, loving your mother but being hurt by her silence." Another posted, "This is what healing looks like. It's messy, painful, and public sometimes, but it's honest." Meanwhile, others defended Debbie, saying she was already carrying the weight of guilt and that Jennifer's response might only deepen the wound. The debate continues to unfold, drawing attention to the complexities of forgiveness, faith, and family healing in the public eye. A story of generations and expectations. The Swaggart family name has long been associated with religious leadership, faith broadcasting, and global ministry influence. From Jimmy Swaggart's worldwide evangelism to the leadership of Donnie Swaggart, the family has represented faith and resilience for decades. But Jennifer's recent revelations reveal the human side behind the pulpit, the side often hidden by church lights and television screens. "People see us as symbols," Jennifer said in one part of her message, "but we're just people trying to figure out how to love and be loved in a world that expects perfection." Her words touched something deeper than just her family story. They reflected the struggle of countless families who hide pain behind smiles, pretending everything is fine. Debbie Swaggart's possible response. Though no official statement has been made yet, sources close to Debbie have hinted that she feels misunderstood, but still hopeful. "She didn't mean to hurt Jennifer," one insider said. "Her confession came from a place of regret, not accusation. But she understands why Jennifer felt the need to speak." It's believed that Debbie might issue a follow-up statement soon, possibly addressing the points Jennifer raised, especially the claim that parts of the story were left untold. If so, that could open the door for reconciliation or further deepen the divide, depending on how the family chooses to handle it. Healing or more hurt? Family therapists and religious counselors have weighed in on the situation, saying this kind of public confession and counter-confession can be both healing and harmful. Dr. Elaine Carter, a family counselor specializing in faith-based families, said, "Public healing can sometimes reopen private wounds, but honesty, even if painful, is the first step toward reconciliation." Jennifer's voice was necessary. Now, both must decide if they want peace or pride. Her words highlight the delicate balance between truth-telling and forgiveness. Jennifer's final words, "I'm not angry, I'm free." As her message concluded, Jennifer left her followers with a powerful line that has been shared thousands of times online. "I'm not angry anymore. I'm free. I don't need to prove who was right. I just need to live in truth." Those words captured the essence of her journey, from silence to strength, from pain to peace. While the world watches what happens next between Debbie and Jennifer Swaggart, one thing is certain. This family story has opened an honest conversation about emotional truth, faith, and forgiveness. A new chapter for both women. Whether reconciliation happens or not, both Debbie and Jennifer have already begun rewriting their own stories. Debbie found courage to admit regret. Jennifer found strength to speak her truth. And perhaps, somewhere between confession and confrontation, lies the path to healing. As one fan commented, "Maybe God isn't finished with this story yet. Maybe this pain will become their miracle." Only time will tell what happens next for the Swaggart women, but their honesty has already touched millions, reminding everyone that even in the most faithful families, love sometimes needs truth to survive. In the days following Jennifer Swaggart's revelation, the online world did not quiet down. It grew louder. News anchors, Christian bloggers, and longtime Swaggart followers began debating every sentence of her statement. Many asked whether this was simply a moment of honesty or the beginning of a public reconciliation that could change everything for the Swaggart family. Jennifer, meanwhile, chose not to grant any major interviews. Instead, she released a short follow-up video that was quiet, raw, and deeply emotional. Sitting in a softly lit room with no makeup, she spoke directly to the camera. "I didn't want to fight with my mother," she said through tears. I only wanted people to know that behind those church lights, there's a daughter who felt invisible for a very long time. Her voice trembled as she admitted that releasing her truth brought both peace and guilt. I never wanted to embarrass her, but I can't keep pretending everything was perfect. My silence was breaking me. The clip went viral within hours, gathering millions of views and countless supportive comments. Women from around the world wrote that they saw their own stories in Jennifer's pain. Daughters yearning to be heard, mothers weighed down by regret, families trapped between faith and image. Debbie's quiet reaction. Sources close to the Swaggart household revealed that Debbie Swaggart was deeply affected by the video. One insider described her as heartbroken but introspective, spending long hours in prayer and reflection. She isn't angry, the source said. She's hurt, but she also feels convicted to listen this time. Though she hasn't made another public statement yet, those around her believe Debbie may respond soon, perhaps not through a formal interview, but through a sermon or written note to her congregation. She has reportedly told friends, "Maybe this is what God wanted, to bring everything into the light. Support and healing from unexpected places." This moment will be remembered for years to come. If you were moved, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this report with your friends. More exclusive stories and emotional updates are on the way, so stay tuned.